Hey guys, what's up? Shamar here, and today I will bring you guys another tutorial today. And today we're going to learn how to make some basic color correction within After Effects. So before I start, what is color correction? Well, color correction pretty much is just modifying or adjusting the colors within a certain scene just to match the mood that you want to convey to your audience. So let's say inside of this scene, I'm going to use the same clip from the last tutorial, but let's say in this scene I want to make it a little more brighter or sunnier, or I want to make it a little more darker. That's when I would use some basic color correction to do this. Now in the future there will be tutorials on how to use the more mainstream color correction tools such as magic bullet looks, but you do have to buy that or purchase that or find a way to get it. And I know not everyone is willing to spend money on stuff, so that's why I want to give you guys this basic tutorial first on how to just make some simple color correction that looks just as nice as the magic bullet looks. So starting off, we're gonna need to make some adjustment layers. So you're gonna hit Control Alt Y or Command Option Y if you're on Mac, and you're gonna make your first adjustment layer. Okay, now you're gonna go to your effects and you're gonna type in tint. Gonna put that on top, and then you're also gonna type in curves. Gonna put that also on it. Alright, so as you see, when I have the tint, automatically it's black and white. Okay, so this might be the look you want to go for, but typically we don't want it to be black and white at the start. So we're gonna change the tint. It's gonna go really low because you want it to be some color, so like around depending how you want it to be. So let's say if I want the mood to be really happy, I'd probably keep the tint at like around 6. Alright, from here with curves, with curves it all depends on where you want the light. So let's say if I want the light to be up here, I'd grab this quadrant of the line, bring it up. You see how I brought it up really bright. Same thing if I was to bring it down, but bring it down more. Alright, and I could customize it as much as I want. If I want the light to come from the middle, bring it up from the middle. If I want it to come down, stuff like that. Alright, and if it messes up, let's say you do it's really bad, you just reset and the line becomes straight again. Alright, so what I want for this one, I kind of want there to be a little light at the top, not too much though because it's really bright outside. And let's try having a little, oh, that does not look too well. Yeah, like around there. Let's see how about down here. Yeah, no, I don't want it like that. Okay, so it's a lot of guessing. Well, I would say guessing testing, but it's a lot of experimenting with color correction, because color correction is really unique in terms of it's really hard to recreate someone else's color correction. You can make similar color correction, but it's really hard to remake someone just because the values are just so significant and they can change really differently. So for this one, I'm actually going to put a little more tint up. I want to make it a little more of a saturated feel, if you understand what I'm saying. So right here, you can see right down there, tones right around here. Right, and it's always good to go around different scenes, because how it may look in one part, it may look better. Guys, like how you see the light right here, the light looks kind of different. Alright, so I can toggle this off and see, okay, do I want it to be that dark? I kind of like this feel because the tones are evened out. When I turn off the layer, you see that everything is the same, but when I turn it on, you see that the truck itself blends in a little differently. So that's really nice. So this, for this one, didn't have to really add too much. It really helps because there's a lot of natural lighting, so I don't have to add any real lights of my own. So this is really how you can make one type of color correction. Not too much to add. If you want, there's RGB on here too. You could toggle your red, green, make it a different color. See how I made it a little warmer? Bring it down like that. Now I made that green, but if you want to make it a little warmer or whatever, there's different colors. I don't suggest using these colors for like simple edits though, because it doesn't really match. It just doesn't. But yeah. So moving over to my next comp, I'm going to show you guys how to use the exact same color correction, but adding, like, let's say exposure. So I'm just going to copy and paste what I had from here. So like I said, every color correction will be different. So like I'm gonna reset everything here because this doesn't look that great in this comp. Alright, so same thing, we start off from the drawing board, set our tint to whatever we want it to. I'm gonna go to full just so you can see the whole thing. Set to whatever we want it to, you know, not too dark, like that. Okay, and this scene doesn't have a lot of light, and let's say I want it to have a good amount of light, so I can bring that up a bit. Right, let's just see what we're working with right now. Okay, now another thing we could do, if we make another adjustment layer, Control Alt Y. Alright, now you put exposure on this. Alright, we could bring this up as well, and this will just overall adjust the light in the whole comp. Now we don't want it to be super bright, but thing with exposure that it lights up the whole scene. Now you might not want everywhere to have this amount of light, and that's when your pen tool comes in handy. So you're gonna click on here or click G. From here you're just gonna pen around wherever you want. So I want to do the sky pretty much. I'm just gonna make a simple box. Ooh, oh, lost my comp. Wow. Just gonna make a simple box. Sorry about that. And from there, I'm gonna connect it. Boom. Right. Now, if you see, it looks kind of weird. It looks like you see a little outline in the streaks. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna click on your layer that has the exposure. You're gonna hit M. From there, you're gonna click on this arrow, open it up again, go to your feather, bring it up to as much as you need to until it blends in, and then now you see. If you go in a little, if you zoom in a little more, you can see like the line just a little bit. So I'm gonna actually change the feather just a little more. All right, and now you see we can change the exposure as much as we want, and it won't be too slight of a difference. All right, and then of course there are a lot of other things you can add. So let me just show you what it looks like with and without the CC one more time, because sometimes when you're doing it, you're just like, is there any difference? But you see that's the difference. So once again, simple things like this really change the mood, and it makes the scene look a lot better, or it can make the scene look a lot worse. So you have to be careful. But another thing with color correction, that it's very subjective. So some people may like it, some people may not. So it's really up to your best judgment. So just try to test out different color corrections on different scenes. And also remember that you're gonna probably have to change your color correction throughout your scenes, because there won't always be one color correction that fits everything, you know, especially if you change where you're filming. But other than that, it's just been another tutorial for you guys. This one's not really super advanced, but it is not really a basic tutorial. But other than that, hope you guys have had a great day. More tutorials coming up. So this has been Shaemar. I'll see you guys later. Bye.